All right, welcome Hard Knocks, KK the Destroyer coming at you live from the ESPN 8 studio. And in the house we got Slick.
We're still here, baby.
That's right, kicking off season. Are we season 4 now?
Yeah, we should be,
Yeah,
yeah.
right on season 4. Looks like Sib is talking about wanting to jump in on the podcast, so why not? You want to throw Sib an invite? You think you could do that?
Let me see. Yeah, I can do that. Let me
See what he
see.
has to say. Might as well. We were supposed to have Nick on the podcast, and looks like he might be running a little late if he can make it at all. So, off the top, I know what we wanted to do was kind of introduce some of the new owners that we got joining us for season 4. A couple, what would you say? Not they're not new faces. They're
They're new to them. They're not new to us.
yeah, like they've been in the league off and on here or there, and then we got two that are new to us altogether. So uh, the first new user that I got lined up here is Showtime. Showtime was with us, I think. What are we? We're in Madden 21, right? Yeah, Madden
Yeah,
21.
yeah,
So
we are.
I think he was Madden 19, 18, something like that. So it's
He,
been a couple years.
yeah, he's the reason I even joined because he invited me in originally.
Seriously?
So yeah, he's the reason I was introduced to Hard Knocks at the
No
beginning. 'Cause
way.
my first year was with the Colts.
That's so crazy. Well, I do. I remember Showtime came in and he had a brother that he brought in before.
Yeah,
Who's his brother?
I know he brought I forgot his brother's name. It's been so
Yeah.
long.
Okay. So,
He
but you're
brought in
not
a
his
lot of
brother.
people.
Yeah.
No, 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 no.
But yeah, I remember Showtime. He's been around a while, so it's good to have him back. And he took over the Jets, so
Yeah.
I got to play him for first week. It was close, man. It was a tough game. So he's obviously going to be a good addition, going to be competitive. So that'll be a lot of fun. Looks like he hasn't played his second week game yet. I think he gets a force this week. I think
Yeah,
probably
it's a CPU.
yeah, I thought so, like the Patriots or something. So let me answer. Let's see, what's his name? Sib, real quick. Tell him he got an invite.
Yeah, I'm sending it
I'll,
now.
um, but yeah, so Showtime taking over the Jets, and then we have Big Mommy MJ. Is that right? Big Mommy?
Poppy, Poppy,
Oh,
Poppy.
Poppy. Are we sure he's a guy this time, or
I
it?
mean, what? I hope so. Last time he pretended to be a girl to stay in the league.
That's exactly right. I'm his name is I think it's Logan. So Logan is the Chiefs owner, Logan Schroeder, and this is his friend. And I thought his name was Logan too. I don't remember though, or something
There's
like
two of
that.
them. Something
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah.
yeah, I don't remember. But so for context, for because we some of these guys you won't know unless you go way back with Hard Knocks, and Big Poppy is one of them. So he came into the league, and he was a young kid at the time, and I think he got booted, and then he didn't come back. He tried to get back in the league, and then the next year came along. He catfished us, created a different account, and said he was a girl because I think he was trying to get into that whole jewel window of, oh, I'll be another girl. So he pretended to be a girl for like I don't know, three
It
or
was a
four weeks.
while because
It was yeah.
Mikey tried to do the old Mikey tried to do work some game or whatever, and then he
Yeah.
figured it out.
He was always trying to get after the girls of Hard Knocks. I can
Mm.
hear you, Sib. Is your voice set to be shared? Okay. Well, let's make sure. Um,
Let
let's
me
see here. Jern says he can't hear
Always
you.
allow. Okay, now can you hear me? Should be fine now.
Okay, let's check. Jern says he can't hear you. I can hear somebody's audio in the background of
Yeah, that's
myself.
mine.
So okay. So yeah, Sib, we were just talking about. You remember the friend of Logan that pretended to be a girl to get back into the league for like at least 5 or 6 weeks. Do you remember him?
Yeah, I actually do. I don't understand. I didn't get that, but that was. I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I guess he thought if he acted like a girl, I guess everybody would take it easy on him. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's on you, man. I guess. Good for you. Whatever you gotta do to win.
And so then he actually stayed in the league for a little while until he ran into another controversy where he played the CPU. Oh, then looks like we
He
got a full
got
house
booted too,
now. We
didn't
got
he?
Nick.
We
He
got
got
the
booted too,
champ.
didn't he? The guy who acted like a
He
girl.
did.
Yeah,
He
because he
got
broke the
booted.
CPU rule
Yeah.
afterwards.
He played the CPU through like 8 TDs, broke a bunch of records, and he's like, "Bro, I didn't know I was doing it." So we booted it. I booted his ass, and then here we are. I think it's been like at least 2 or 3 years because Logan, the Chiefs owner, just came in this year, and he hadn't been in the league for at least 2 years, I think. So
Yeah, might have been.
I'm gonna guess that this other
I don't know. Everybody who joins the league, I know who it is by seeing their name in Discord,
uh-huh.
but it's just like I just don't know who it is though, because they always have a new gamer tag. Like Penn joined, and his name was like Penny just chilling or something like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not the Penn I know.
He's changed his for like 3 times this past year and a half, so it's hard to keep
I
track.
guess what everybody does. I guess I need to change my name to something. I don't know.
Right. So let's see, Big Poppy, which is the other guy that I'll call Logan for now because I don't remember what his name was. He just took over. Who did he take over? I just played him too. I got to play two of the new guys, the
Cowboys.
Cowboys. That's right. And it was a close game for the half, and then things kind of got away from him after that. But he'll be good too. He seemed to play really well, so it's good to have two competent users come in and immediately start to play well. So I guess welcome back, Big Poppy, for God knows how long until you decide to break another rule or whatever. I don't know. No, I'm just giving him shit. He was just a young kid at the time, so hopefully
Hey,
he. What's up?
Cowboys, I suck, so you don't have to worry about me.
Is that what he just said?
Take it easy on me, please.
Oh, I see. You're talking about yourself. Okay, I thought you were saying something about the chat, but
Nah,
um,
I was talking about him. I was like just shouting him out. Just you play the Giants, just expect to score as much as you can.
whatever. And then we got another new owner. It's Loso of the Falcons. So I think he just came in over the end of last season. So welcome to him. I'm not sure whose recruit he was. I feel like he was recruited by
He
someone
was
within the
mine.
league. Is he? Okay, good deal.
Yeah, it's one of my good buddies that I went to school with and everything. He plays competitively on Ultimate Team and stuff, but I was like, you should come do a new aspect of the gameplay franchise, and he was down to do it. So I just was like, all right, just got him in here.
Oh, right on. Nice job recruiting him. I know. Was he the one who just had to play Jern this week? No,
I
that's the
think
Seahawks.
so. I don't know.
Yeah, it was the
The newer,
Seahawks.
yeah, the
Yeah,
newer
we'll get to him. So, you got any backstory to give us besides the fact that you guys are buddies and he plays Mutt?
Uh, so we have like a little friend league that we have just for fun and everything like that, because just
Mm-hmm.
wanted to do it because we always just talk smack and everything. And he's one of those guys who just like nobody thinks he's good, but then he just comes out of nowhere and beats the better person. So he's somebody that I wouldn't sleep on, but just play smart and everything. You should win, but if you sleep on him, he's definitely gonna take advantage of it. So I would just watch out for him. It's like a
Interesting.
sleeper pick, I would say.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
He
you can
knows
get
all
that.
the little cover three beaters and everything, so just don't play dumb and act like it's gonna be a free dub. So just
Right.
watch out for that.
Well, at least we won't have to worry about. Um, I guess that was quite the reverse. I was thinking about Greg because Greg knows all his beaters, so he likes to use those.
Yeah.
And then the last guy that we'll welcome is Sudi. He's the new Seahawks owner taking over for Jabbar. Bummed to see Jabbar go, but it is what it is. A lot of guys aren't really liking the transition back and forth from PS4 to PS5. But I feel like there's a little bit of regret there. Don't you, Slick, talking to some of the guys in the PS5 league?
the PS they do not like next gen. By they,
Yeah.
I'm also included in that list, but That's also another reason I'm glad I stayed because you get headaches playing that next gen. It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, it's a much different game, and it's wild. I don't know. So I'm not sure whose recruit Sudi was, but he did draft and he did play his first game. He ran into a buzzsaw playing Jern, so that was, I'm sure, not the game he had hoped to encounter first game up. So it does get better from here, Sudi. Like Jern is a tough out, so hopefully he doesn't get discouraged. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good users in this league. Oh, so it's somebody that Istine knows. So hopefully
Okay.
he can talk him off the ledge.
He said
Cause
I warned him.
yeah, it was
It's a rough
42 to
first.
7.
Yikes. Ugh.
Yeah, it was rough. So those are the new users. We have a Vikings owner, but he hasn't responded. It's I A
A-Town
Town.
or whatever.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
hoping that
that's
he's
another
not.
buddy of mine. His job, their hours have been bumping up, so he's not having as much free time, but he's trying to get back into it though.
Okay, cool. Well, hopefully he keeps is able to make the game. So maybe just let him know. Just make sure he communicates so that way we at least know he's trying to make it and not just ghosting whoever. So
Yeah, I'll definitely let you know if he needs to. We need to find somebody else or not.
yeah.
But he's gonna try to though. I talked to him yesterday, so
Okay, well, tell him he's we welcome him here. So hopefully he'll get into it. We I think we still have the Patriots open,
Yeah.
and what's the other? Is it just Patriots?
Yeah, I think it's just Patriots at this point.
I thought
Let
there
me look
was
at the schedule,
one
double
more.
check
That's what I
it.
was gonna say because I had to hand out another force win. I thought
Oh, Steelers. I
Steelers. That's
Murray
right.
left.
Yeah, Murray left. So if anybody knows anybody, let's get them in. We got two decent teams there. I saw Nick tried to join, but it said it didn't accept his audio or something. Do you know what's going on with that,
Yeah, he's
Slick?
trying to work it out.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. He's trying to do it now.
All right. Well, that's the new user. So from there, yeah, it still says you can't connect. Um,
Yeah.
I was gonna go ahead and recap the draft because obviously we just came out of the draft. I'll throw this to Slick for the first one. Like, did you get anything good out of this draft?
Well, I was at work, but I set my draft board. Um, I ended up getting a solid wide receiver, normal dev, but he was a 74 overall.
Not bad.
So he's nice.
Yeah, I mean he's
94
pretty
speed,
nice.
94 excel.
And who is that? What's his
Um,
name? Marcus
Marcus
Armstrong.
Armstrong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
damn, 6 footer, 94 speed, 94 excel. Good change of
he was
direction for
nice.
a rookie.
Yeah.
89. And great catch stats, like 85 and 80 out the gate. Like, what the
Yeah, it's
hell?
nice. I just gotta develop his route running, but he'll be solid.
Even then, he's got decent short at 82, so that's good.
Yeah.
So that's a
Yeah.
good pick for, especially for the CPU. Anybody else?
Let's see. Ended up. I have a star um, cornerback who's actually on my practice squad, so I signed him real quick.
Quarterback or
Um,
cornerback?
corner.
Gotcha. Okay.
Rashawn Perryman. He's not nothing crazy, but he's a star, so that's nice. I
Yeah.
think those were the only ones to brag about
Okay. What
that I
about
saw.
you, Sib? What'd you get? Anything good? You were at work, weren't
uh,
you?
yeah, I was out, but since I made that trade to get Chris Jones, gave away Certain, so I needed a corner. So luckily, I got Donovan Lehman. He's a 77 overall corner. I think
Gotcha.
he's a star development, but he's pretty solid for what he is. It takes a little
Oh
bit of
man.
training points to
Yeah,
get him good. So
he's got really good combine stats. 92 speed, 92 excel, 92 agility, and 95 change of direction.
yeah, him, and then I have a left tackle. He's pretty good. He's pretty big, 6'7". He's a hidden, so I think he's a star too, but pretty good
Yeah.
for not drafting at all. So
Yeah,
hopefully
not
he
bad.
holds down that left side.
He's got good
And
strength, and
then
he's actually pretty quick too. 72 speed, 85 excel for a tackle.
no, I might as well just throw him at fullback or something, right?
Yeah, exactly. And he's got good.
But
He starts out with good blocking stats, so that's nice.
yeah, and then just trying to do this little thing. Everybody wants to do the little nickel now, so trying to get some. I got two rookie safeties that are decently fast, pretty good height. 164, so just throw them in the middle. Try to get my users up like slick, and then get some picks. So
Yeah.
trying to work out. But other than that, though, just trying to make this team a little better. Just added a little pieces, a little depth. So
Yeah, so since we're on the topic, like, so you, why did you trade Surtain?
well, I I felt like I was playing decent because I was on a well, I took the spot from you to make the playoffs. So
Yeah, you did.
trying to toot my own horn or anything, but I felt like I wasn't getting any defensive pressure on the D line. Just I wanted to put people back in coverage, but they would just dot me up because I had no pressure. So I just wanted that X factor D lineman to get through the line, try to do something. So that's why I went for him, and I got the first with it. So it was
Yeah.
pretty solid. I knew I could get a corner in the draft and make him good. So I have a whole season for that. So I just took a shot right there, and I'm gonna say it worked out right now. I don't know. Kind of got worked in the first game, but there's a whole season left, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I mean he's a good raw start for sure. I think you'll be just fine with that. And then you came in and swooped and grabbed Joel Batonio and some other dude from Nick. Like I told him I wanted in on some of that action, and he just shot me down. Didn't even offer.
They just, he sees the struggle, he sees potential in me. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna take my chance on you and help you out there, buddy. I'm like,
No,
all right,
I
cool.
I think he was ignoring me because I basically told JP, I'm like, don't play your game against Nick until he gets his roster up to 53 because he was at 46. So I'm pretty sure he was like, I'm not training with that asshole. He just kept me out, so that's why he did it. Um,
Hey, I guess karma on him. His internet's not working. That's why I can't say nothing.
that's exactly right. Yeah, because that was a steal, dude. A second and a fourth, and he clearly said, Joel Batonio, no picks. I don't need picks. I would have thrown up a second. Come on, Jesus
And,
Christ.
and he did give me Gronk too. We did a little trade before that to get Gronk, so
Yeah.
working out with a little bit.
So
Give
all right.
Saquon a little bit of blocking so I can run.
Yeah, like you need more of that.
Yeah, my line's not the best, so just needs a little more blocking.
So then, what I did is I went over to Daddy Leagues and sorted all the rookies by overall. So I figured we'd kind of run through the list, see who got what. It looks like the best overall rookies were Isteen's rookie halfback. Like somebody explained that to me. He's drafting another halfback.
Yeah, I don't know,
He got
man.
intrigued. And then he thought, I got Hawkins. I can trade him.
Right.
Nobody bid. Nobody bid. So he has three running backs. So he plans to run 40 times a game, apparently.
I guess, yeah. I mean, he's got a stable of running backs: 94 speed, 94 excel, 91 agility, good change of direction, great carry, 89 for a rookie is really good. Um, good juke, and I'll have to look at what he is. I think because he is hidden. Let's see what he is here. I don't remember if
Most
it's a
likely a star.
superstar. He's just a star, yeah. So, oh, that's I mean, so he drafted one of the best players, and then the second one is Eli Gooden, a DT for Big Poppy. Um, so I mean, he looks like he's solid, but he
80
was,
overall, yeah.
yeah, 80 overall. I mean, he's got pretty good speed for a DT, good strength, um, and like he's got great block shed at 83. That's not bad, but he doesn't look that amazing out the gate. So I feel like that's kind of Madden rating the overalls because he probably just he meets all the thresholds for a good overall, and he's a star. So
What team is this?
that's the Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Cowboy. Oh,
Yeah. So
91 strength. He's a strong boy.
yeah, and how big is he? He's
he's 6'2",
315,
3'2".
6'2".
yeah, and he's 21, so he's young. It's a
Crazy.
solid start. So that's not bad. Next to him, we have the Raiders. That'd be Joe with the Raiders. Got a 79 overall left end. Um, let's see here. Silas Hodge. And I think he put his X Factor on, or his superstar, so he's his captain. So he
Hmm.
wasn't drafted as that. I think he's probably a normal or star, but 84 speed, 86 excel, 83
He's
agility.
a monster.
But look at that power move though. 87 out the gate. That's dirty. Not bad for block shed. 6'5", 272. So that's a solid pick. I wonder if he's playing him as a 3-4 DE or if he's just running like a 4-3 DE because he's fast enough probably to run a 4-3.
He's crazy fast.
Yeah. And he's got good hit power. So I mean, and good tackle as well. So that guy's solid. Um, then we got Jacksonville. That's John.
John.
Yeah, with the halfback. So we'll go check him out. Let's see, Jacksonville Jaguars right there.
Looks like he's pulling a Ilstein, huh? All these backs.
Yeah, no doubt. Tariq Cohen, Geo Tatum. So he's a rookie. It looks like he's just normal dev, and that's one thing I noticed looking down this list is there is a ton of normal dev guys that are sitting at the top side of 77 overall, and with 80
Yeah.
being the top. So like these rookie drafts that are generated are definitely not as OP as the other ones, which is kind of a good thing too. I mean, what do you think about that, Sib? How do you like the rookie drafts that are generated?
Well, I mean, I like having higher overalls because the ones that are rated to go higher, they should be a higher overall, and then they should sneak a little sleepers in there. But it just kind of gets annoying. Like my corner's a 77, and I picked him up probably top five, and he doesn't have anything. He had a normal. I had to jump him
Right.
up to. So it's just, I would like the devs to be a little bit higher. I wouldn't say X factor now, but at least a
Yeah.
superstar if you're going to be dropped top 10. But
Yeah, I know. I kind of feel like I wish they would do something different with how the dev traits get handed out. Like, uh, I mean, I don't know how many there were as far as superstars and X factors in this draft, but I just feel like the majority of the people that were getting selected were just normal. I mean,
There's a lot of normals. It's better than it was last year, but they could still improve on it. Like,
hmm
because
and I mean,
these combine numbers are they're a tease.
oh man,
yeah,
don't even
that
get me started
combine
on
number
that.
is. I feel like they run the best. They run the best 40, and then I pick him up, and he's only like a 89 speed. Somebody does like a 4 like 6, and then they're 95 speed.
Yep,
I don't I don't get it at all.
shit drives me crazy,
Like
man.
like IP man, he drafted
Yeah.
a safety at 85 XL, but he has 92 speed, so it's gonna be interesting.
And
Well,
I kind of get it.
give him a head start.
I kind of get how it's not so bad to have normal devs in rookies, particularly because they give you that dynamic dev gain ability. Like, some of these guys will get those, and I still don't know quite how you go about doing it. But I think there needs to be some kind of balance for particularly defensive side of the ball, because that can be really tough. And especially if you're playing a lot of great players, like how hard is it to keep good players from getting, 300 yards or 350 yards and get the win? I mean, it can be tough. And
Well,
so a lot of these,
knowing my luck, I try so hard. I'm not saying that everybody in here is not good, but the lesser users that I know I can do it on, I don't get it. But when I play like
yeah,
Slick or you or somebody, I end up getting a dev and it says keep under 200 passing yards or something. I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. So
yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, it's so frustrating. And defense isn't like offense. Now, like you can tailor your offense and be like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get so and so 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. Like, that's not that hard to do. It can be hard, but it's easier than, a lot of the defensive ones, like you just said, Sib. I mean, that's 200 yards. I mean, that's asinine. So there needs to be
yeah,
a better way they do that because it wouldn't be so bad getting all these normals if you could get them better opportunities to dev up a little bit here or there. But it is what it is, and
For
we are.
defensive players, if you can get them the normal to star, it's easier because for like a defensive player, specifically like a linebacker or cornerback, all you really need is like a sack, an INT, or like a tackle for a loss. But uh, the D lineman, forget it. It's tough.
Yeah,
I haven't seen a D lineman dev story yet. Not saying there hasn't been one, but I haven't seen a lot of them.
Yeah, it's rough. So let's see. Yeah, so we were talking Geo Tatum there. So that's a solid one for John John. Obviously, he's probably looking at moving off of Leonard Fournette at some point, but I mean, he's 28, still got X factor, so I don't know what he's hoping to do with this Geo guy, but he did draft a nice running back. Next one is wait, was Donovan Lehman? That's your corner, right, Sib?
Yes,
Yeah,
Donovan
okay.
Lehman is.
Yeah, so he was the fifth best overall. I mean, so 77, so he was solid. Then you go to Minnesota. That's your guy, A Town, the Vikings here.
I was
He
talking to him about that. Then when I saw him, I was like, yeah, you're gonna have to come off that receiver. 'Cause
Rodney Walker. Oh, good lord. 95 speed, 96
Jesus.
excel, 95 agility, 87 change of direction. You'd like to see that be 90, but I'm sure he'll probably get that through dev upgrades. And then he's got good catching. His spec catch at 90 is crazy, just to start with.
That's a that's the new Moray.
Yeah, the
yeah,
new Moray.
Moray 2.0.
Yeah. And then you got he's got decent route running to start. His release isn't bad, and he's got good jumps. So I mean, he's 5'8". He's a little guy, but that's a hell of a receiver to have, especially at how old? 22. So he'll dev up pretty nice. And so that was the sixth overall rookie taken. And then you have Jacksonville again with another halfback sitting at the seventh spot. I didn't even look at the next guy. So let's see
Kenny
here.
Harris.
Is it Kenny Harris? Yeah. So 90
Yeah.
speed, 95 excel. Good. I mean, really good running back agility and speed and all that stuff. So he's solid. Um, let's see. There's a lot of 77s in here. So you got Baltimore picked up a left end at 77. Nick picked up a DT. Who's our Baltimore owner? That's Jordan Benson. So
Yeah.
he picked him up. Any other standouts that you guys really noticed, like coming out of the draft? Anybody you guys were interested in? Um,
Not that I could
Well,
see.
for sure the receiver and my buddy Antonio picked up. I was definitely looking at him, and I had him. I had my def in order, but then of course they're gonna get snatched. I'm not gonna get him.
yeah,
I'm glad I got the corner though, so I'm happy about that. But for now, this is probably that receiver that I can think of.
yeah. I mean, because I could go down this entire list. I mean, there's a lot of guys on this list here, but uh, you know, that would be time consuming and probably not that interesting to listen to. So that's kind of a draft recap there. I know I didn't draft especially well. I had to use my captain on my DT. Got to get that inside run stuff. Got to get that on a
Yeah.
DT. I got Saquon Barkley over here. You still have Barkley, right, Seb?
Yeah, he's gonna be seeing you pretty soon, so don't worry about that.
I know we play next, right?
I'm gonna see that whole superstar defense you got over there. Such a great game to
Yeah.
deal with.
Oh, geez. My if I knew how to make them play like superstars, it'd be one thing, but I don't. So, yeah, I think you'll be
Well, it's
fine.
just like I want to run the ball against you, but it's just like I can't. I have Sweat on one side, and then I have Chase Young coming at me too. It's just like it's just torture for my quarterback. I might as well just give it to Saquon the whole time, let him throw the ball to himself.
Right. So, that's kind of our draft recap. That'd be roughly like the top 8 rookie prospects that came out of the draft. I haven't been watching chat at all. Has anybody mentioned anything about any of their players? It doesn't look like it.
No.
Steck saying he had the best guy in the draft. I'm not sure that Jern got much of it. I mean, Jern got a couple things. I think he shared a few photos, but I don't know who they were. So that's kind of our recap there. So I guess we can jump over. Looks like Nick's going to have a hard time getting into this one, and so we can't. I guess we could recap the Super Bowl though. I guess that whole journey was interesting. How many games were you able to watch, Slick?
I didn't get to see Manny and the Eagles, but I did get to see the Super Bowl. That was the wildest Super Bowl I've ever seen.
That was
Um,
the Super Bowl. Oh no. It was Nick versus. That's right.
No,
Yeah, my bad.
it
Yeah.
was Nick versus TBK, which no one thought would ever happen, but it happened. Um, it was just it was insane. Um, that whole last drive was wild. Because I'm fourth down. I think it was fourth down. He exit he accidentally was in a fake spike formation, so he had and he has no timeout, so he has to go with whatever he's doing. So he calls a fake spike throw, which he converts, and it goes out of, and he runs out of bounds. So he's running, and then he literally has one play left. TBK goes in a prevent zone, a
Prevent
prevent
the
cover
win.
three zone. Yeah, and the whole right side is butt naked open. Um, and Earl Thomas, instead of staying with the streak, decided that he was gonna get the, I don't know what the route was, but it was like at least five yards short of the end zone. So he decided to cover that, and it was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I did see that final play. That was gross. Um, if I was TPK, I'd be sick because I mean
Oh,
that.
yeah, he definitely has to be.
Yeah, I mean, there's not many times where you're going to get a player like Nick in a position that he could lose, and to have it all but locked up and lose like that is the worst. That's
And
just
he was
rough.
saying, "Yeah, I got lucky. I should have lost."
Nick was.
Yeah, he said that.
Yeah. Oh man. So Sib, you had a playoff run this year. So how far did you make it?
I made it far enough to be in the wild card.
Far enough to be in the wild card. And who'd you play?
I played the Bears.
Oh,
What's his
I know
name?
you see it.
Low. Yeah, I know you see it. Your best friend for life.
That's right.
I wanted to play him in the regular season because we had a little matchup, but this I didn't was able to make it. So I was coming in there kind of blind. I haven't played him in a while, so something kind of new. Then this came in, and just I played pretty terrible user wise, but it's just I just really beat myself on that one. I'm not saying he didn't do anything, but just I could have tweaked some things up to do better. But I had to take my L like a man. So trying to come back this year.
Right.
He
Yeah,
did
I
say something about I threw over 600 total yards or something like that, or I had 600 yards plus with everything. I was
Jesus.
pretty surprised
jeez.
about that. I don't know where that came from, but
That's a butt pile of yards. All screens
yeah,
to Saquon or what?
nah, it was all five wides. I was just doing prayers, and the next thing you know, I was down like 25, I think, or more, and then it was a 10-point game in the fourth quarter, and then I wasn't paying attention. I was just throwing one play touchdowns, just back and forth, and this next thing you know, I'm 10 points down, and then he just iced it. After that, it was done. So didn't have
Yeah.
enough time to come back. But yeah, hopefully I can run into him again and get my revenge game. He was telling me it was a revenge game against him last time because I guess we played and I blew him out, but he got the best win because he beat me in the playoffs. So
Yeah, that's the one that counts. I guess we can touch on TBK. Like I think that was a Cinderella story right there. Like I did not see him coming out. Um, First of all, the one seed out of that conference. That was his seeding, was it not?
yeah, he
Yeah,
was
he was
the
the one
one
seed.
seed, and I was like, how is TBK the one seed? But then
Yeah,
he ended up having to deal with Johnny, and then he had to deal with Manny also. So I'm just like,
yeah.
yeah,
He had the hard road, man. Like I mean, you got to give TB credit. Like he was playing out of his mind to beat Johnny and then beat Manny. And I think I only saw a little bit of that game that he played against Manny. I don't even remember the highlights of it now, which is a shame. But I I can't even get within three scores of Manny. So the fact that he did, and played Manny that well enough to win is amazing.
yeah.
So
I'm
that's
not
a
saying I'm counting him out or anything, but nobody really would expect Manny to just lose. Everybody
absolutely.
thought it was just a dub, and the next thing you know, he just takes it, and it was just a big it was a super surprise,
Yeah,
and then
and
he
it
makes
went
it to the
down to the
Super Bowl
wire, I
too.
think. It was like a last second play that he had to get. And like you said, I agree. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that TBK can't play because he clearly can. He beats me just fine. But I just would have never thought, if that was a pick 'em game, I'm like, I'm picking Manny all day.
Yeah,
And
it's a safe
Yeah,
pick.
yeah.
but hell of a run for TBK, and then to take Nick down to the wire is another thing, and be in a position to win. So I got to say, congrats to TBK for that.
Hey, I did beat the Super Bowl champion in the regular season, so I'm gonna take my dub.
Yeah, that's a big win too.
Beat him one time, I'm gonna take it. You're not gonna hear the
Absolutely.
end of it, TBK.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Nick. I beat TBK
Nah,
once
I'm
too.
talking about. It's okay. We beat the Super Bowl champ. We're good. So
Yep.
they're gonna take him.
I see what you're saying. Um, so yeah, I mean, it's a shame we don't get Nick's perspective on this, but it is what it is. So uh, finally, we'll kind of wrap this whole thing up with predictions. It's a little early, and I do feel like you know, at this point, we're pretty established in this franchise that it's kind of clear who's coming out of these, but we can kind of run through it fairly quickly. We got the AFC North. I don't think there's much debate on this one. It's going to be Nick coming out of here. You got Jordan Benson with the Ravens, CPU Steelers, and then we have Jern. I guess that would be the question. Jern is in this division, so it's kind of a
Yeah.
disservice to say it's Nick's division. But I think Nick's been getting the better of Jern nearly every time. Does that sound right?
They're back and forth. He got him. He got before the playoffs. I think the last game they played. I think Jern won that in a tight game, and then in the playoffs, Nick just went another level. But their games are usually back and forth. Um,
Yeah, so that'll be a tough one. It'll be a division to watch, but I think Nick definitely has the advantage in my book. What do you think, Sib?
Uh, yeah, pretty much. I'm just gonna go with Nick for now, just because he did take the ship this year, and he did beat Jern the Week 1 matchup. So, just going with the safe bet and just gonna pick Nick for now. But I don't
Oh,
know though. I really can't sleep on Jern though. He might do something this year. So
oh yeah, he's
we'll
still
just see
got
him
Joe
go.
Burrow back there with Hot Root Masters, so he'll be doing just fine.
Exactly. So we just never know. We'll see. I guess at the end of the season, see where we're all at. But this is between
One
them two for sure, though.
Yeah, one thing I would say is if one of you can go to schedules, um,
yeah,
maybe pull up. I would be curious who the AFC North plays this year, just for context. If you, I mean, is there any? I mean, it's kind of tough to
yeah.
figure out, but can you tell?
Let me look.
They look like they played the what is it? The Seahawks division. They played
The
them, and then they
NFC
played the
West.
AFC South. Yeah, the NFC West, and then the AFC South looks like it.
Gotcha. So the West. Interesting. Trying to think who's in the West now because we got the new Seahawks owner. We got JP, of course, um,
Frank.
and Frank and Chunky. So
Yes, Frank and the
not
Squirts. Yeah.
yeah, Frank and Squirts, and then the South would be the Colts, which is A Bomb. So I mean, it's kind of interesting, I guess. So see how it works out. But we can go to the AFC South now. Oh, and then that's Buns with the Texans, and then John of the Jags, A Bomb as the Colts, and Dar as the Titans. So, uh, I think once again, it's kind of been established. But what do you think, Sib? Who do you think's coming out of the South?
I played both of them. And John, he's really sound when it comes to defense, but it's just that offense that he has in the Texans, man. It's just too fast, and it's kind of hard. If you can't stop him, then it's not going to be a good day for you. It's going to be a long game. So I'm just going to have to go with the Texans, especially how hot he was last season, how
Yeah,
crazy he was going with Deshaun. I just don't think they can stop him in the AFC South. So I'm going to give him that one.
yeah, I think that's fair as well. I think John's going to be right up
Yeah.
there with him. But man, Buns was playing out of his mind last season.
And John's got a new. He doesn't have Aaron Rodgers no more. He's got that rookie who he uses team captain on. So
Yeah, and he said
it'll
he
be
was
a little bit of
playing.
adjustment.
He said he was playing like trash, like missing everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was gonna say, I mean, A Bomb was in the Super Bowl year one, but he's already starting 0 and 2 in a hole, so that's rough. Right behind Dar. So that's a kind of an interesting division. Then we go to your division, Slick, the East. You're starting off hot 1 and 0, and then you have Willie at 1-0 with the Bills, CPU Patriots, and then Showtime of the Jets 0-1. Um, so let's see. I
It's
already
gonna
know
be
what you.
closer than. Well, I think the division's gonna be closer because I've known Show a long time. He's a good user, so
Hmm.
it's gonna be closer than it's ever been. In the 4 years we've been doing it, this Madden cycle.
Yeah.
Um, Obviously I'm gonna pick myself, but I don't think it's gonna be a runaway like it's been in the years past.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that because all like the Bills last year, I think he was 11-5, and
Yeah.
a controversial sim that Booty a force win. That's what it was that Booty advocated on his own behalf. Cost the
Hmm.
Bills a playoff spot, possibly a playoff game. I think is what it was. Is that what happened? I don't remember because he was in the
Yeah,
middle of a move or something like that. But still
it
feel
might have
bad about
been.
that, Willie. But yeah, this will definitely be a tight division because Showtime, like I said, he played me tough, and I was nervous during that game. So it'll be interesting if I had to choose. I don't know, Slick. Like you kind of been hit or miss lately. Like I always pick you. Like I
Yeah, I
could.
mean, I wanted last time because it was Bills and I late I think it was like between week 15 week 16 and that decided the division. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I got a better O line, so that should help out a lot.
Yeah, I think I'll have to go Bills on this one. I feel like he's going to take it from you, but it'll be close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we go to the west of the AFC. You got the Chiefs, which is Logan, Isteen's Chargers, and Joe Steck coming out hot, 2-0. The Raiders, and then Johnny Sins 0-2. Like that was a real surprise to me as I saw Joe beat the Broncos this past week.
That's
So that
crazy.
yeah, that's kind of wild out of nowhere. So Sib, who do you think is going to come away with this division?
It's a little tough. I I don't know why. I really do like the Chiefs on this one. I think I played him and it's just I was expecting just just to have an easy game, but then out of nowhere he just utilizes his weapons. He has so many weapons on there; it's hard to stop. But then the Raiders is hot though. He might actually be trying this year. He's not trying to take off, so it's either between him or the Chiefs. But I'm just gonna edge it out on the Chiefs just because he has a little more weapons and he plays a little bit better defense. But
Yeah, that's a tough one. I know Logan's a real good opponent. He had taken some time off, at least from our league, and he seemed to have a slow start when he joined last season. But I feel like he's kind of dialed in now, so I think he'll be a lot better. And it's Chargers division to lose, I think, at this point, because I think he's been winning the division, and you know, it hasn't really been in question. I think if I were
I don't
to,
know. It's just hard to just just expect to take a Chiefs team out. It's the
oh, it is.
Chiefs. The offense is just too OP. You can never say, man, I think they're gonna do bad. That's just out the question. But
No, I
then
think
if
he'll
they
make
don't
a
stop,
playoff spot for sure.
yeah, if they don't shut down Journey, then it's definitely gonna be the Chargers on that. Journey's the wild card on that one.
Yeah, and now he's got a stable of running backs that he can just keep fresh all the time. I guess I don't know what his plan is,
But
but
then Ilstein's saying that he's trying to get his quarterback good though. So I guess he's switching the game plan or something.
oh,
But
that's right because
I
Yeah,
don't know, man.
he
He
traded
traded
Herbert.
Herbert.
Yeah, but he's just gonna have to stick it to the ground, man. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Just stick it to the ground. Don't let it fly.
Yeah, I have a feeling when he gets into a game that he knows that's going to be important, he has to win. He's going to revert back to what he's comfortable doing. So I think in those games against the Chiefs, he will run Journey a lot. But then, games where he feels like he can get a win, he'll probably try to develop his quarterback over time. So if I were picking,
I
I'd
still,
go give the Chargers the nod here.
yeah, I give him the nod. He said he wanted one more season to redeem himself. I just think he had a lot of weapons on that team, specifically on defense. So I just think it all comes together and he wins it at the end.
Yeah, like I said, it'll be close, but I think that's a good one. I'll be anxious to see. Maybe Logan will get it. like rectified and take that from him, but it's Chargers to lose at this point. So then head over to the north. We got G Wisdom of the Lions. We got Danny of the Packers. Oops. And then we have I know you see it as the Bears, and then A Town, the Vikings. Is that am I or is it Antoine? Is that
Yeah,
what it is?
A-10. Is that what we're calling them?
Yeah, A Town.
A Town. Okay, of the Vikings. So he started out 0-1, and so did I know you see it. Um, Wisdom getting that win early, so that'll be good for him. But Danny's been playing really, really well all year long. So I think it really comes down to Danny, and I know you see it. Obviously, I'm waving the foam finger for I know you see it, so that's my pick. What do you think, Slick?
Mm, yeah, I think it's just gonna be between Danny and I know you see it, but I know you see it's got a quarterback now to go along with Zeke, so I think I'll stay with him on that one. Think he pulls it out.
Sib, what about you? I know you and Danny are related. Is there any love lost there,
I'm
though?
not gonna have to. I can't pick against him. I'm going to. It's just I just know how Daniel plays. I play against him. He definitely beats me most of the time, which kind of pisses me off. But he's just been playing Madden longer than me, so I just know how he plays, and I know how
uh,
the Bears play. So it just takes. I feel like if he can stop Zeke and make him do turnovers, I feel like he can win most of the game. So I just feel like Danny can do that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just say Danny.
all right, yeah, and he got that new rookie running back last year, so he's coming into his second year. Is it Gafford or something?
Shout out
Yeah,
to my
he's a
little sister
superstar
for
now, I
picking.
think, too, so that's gonna help him out.
Shout out to the little sister for picking him up while he was at work.
That's right. That's right. That was awesome. So head to the south. We got Manny of the Saints. We got what is that? Loso of the Falcons, starting out 1-0. That's good. And Twin is going to be looking at his second loss because he is not available. I think he's on vacation. And then we
Yeah.
got our very own Darius at 0-1 with the Bucks. Let's see, Sib, who you got coming out of this division? I mean, okay.
I'm
Let
just
me rephrase that.
uh,
Who's second place in this division?
okay, yeah, because I was gonna say definitely gonna pick. I don't know, Carlos, my buddy Los. He told me that he played the Bucks and he said he knows what he's gonna do next time because I guess they played. And, the Falcons really didn't have a playoff chance, so he just came in there just trying to figure stuff out. He said
Mm-hmm.
he can beat the Bucks, so I'm just gonna have to go with him just because I know my buddy, I know how he plays, so maybe it
Yeah,
might
he
give the
played
Bucks some
Darius.
fire.
Darius. Yeah.
Yeah, it might give Darius a little spark to try to come beat him, but I'm just gonna have to go with the Falcons on this one.
Yeah, Darius needs a little bit of a fire. He needs somebody to be gunning for. That's what it takes for that guy.
He plays me this week though, so it might be this week. You never know. He always has a little thing for me, trying to score on me. So we'll see how that goes.
What about you, Slick? Who you got coming in second?
Um, Loso, Falcons. There's no way he loses to Panthers. And Darius, we need a milk carton for that man. He said he took a year off to find his himself, but he came back and I I don't think he found himself.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I would have to say I think I agree with you there. I mean, not knowing anything about the guy, I mean, he comes in and gets a win. I think that's big because I think it takes a lot to come in and just get a win out the gate, especially if you haven't played a guy before. So I think that's a fair enough assumption to make. I'm saddened that N Twin isn't around because he's a decent player. I remember having him
yeah.
in my division, but looks like he's on vacay for now. So hopefully he comes back and does something. And then we have the East. That would be my division. We got the Eagles
My
sitting at the
division.
one. That's right, my division sitting at the one spot for whatever reason. TBK, myself, Sib, and the new Cowboys, which is Big
Big
Poppy.
Poppy.
So I just played him. Close game for a little bit, and this is tough. So Slick, we're gonna throw it to you since both of us have a dog in this fight. Why don't you break down exactly how this division finishes?
Well, before you go say anything slick, I did beat KK twice last year, but
He
we're not
he
gonna talk
did,
about that though.
he did.
He did
Get
beat you
along.
twice.
One
He
time
can't live
he
in the
crushed
past,
me.
apparently.
One time he crushed me, and the other time it was close, and I got hoed.
Man, that sounds so good to hear. I crushed you. You admitted it.
um,
This is the reason why I joined this division, and just to
Right?
hear you say that, this was all worth it. I'm gonna lose out now.
it's gonna be. I mean, it's. I think it's TBK's division to lose. But I wouldn't be surprised if KK. I mean, he's a 2-0 start, his best start in a while.
He'll
Yeah,
be all
But I
right.
just,
The
but
Giants
I
are a
just think
second half team, so
ain't that the
don't get
truth?
too well. Don't.
never have
I
a
just
hot
think
start.
TBK takes it again.
Yeah. Who's taking second?
Football team.
Okay. Wow, so you're gonna relegate Sib to the third and giving Big Poppy the fourth spot.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. This is I think it's gonna be really interesting because I mean I assume we'll have four active players for this division. I think there's gonna be a lot of beating up on each other because I split with TBK last year. I played him really tight in our second game at the end of the season that wound up costing me. Um, I feel like I know I can compete with TBK and I know I can beat him. Uh, like Sib just said, though, I played him twice. He beat me twice. I did get hoed in the second game. I feel like I'm ready for the games again this year. Playing a lot different style than I was playing earlier in the season, and I think that's why their
Mm.
second half matchup was so much better. So I expect to do better against both of those opponents. And obviously, I already got one win on MJ. So I feel like at the end of the season, this is going to be a lot of 10-6, maybe 11-5s in here. So I
Mm.
expect to make playoffs, but uh, I can't not choose myself. So I'm winning this division, and then hate to break it to you, Sib, but TBK second, and then you're third. So.
That's what you said last time. What happened? You were
So
watching me lose in the playoffs.
that's
I
right.
made playoffs though. I can say I made playoffs though. So
Yes, you can. So how do you see it breaking down?
well, I mean, if I say I'm not gonna be number one, then why am I playing anything that involves competing?
Right?
But I just know how I play against TBK. I I don't know why. It's either I have a good game or I don't. So it just all depends on that first matchup. We'll see how that goes. If I can beat him that one, I feel like I'll have momentum to go in and take it over. But until then, man, this either he blows me out or I blow him out. So this all depends on that. The Cowboys owner, I don't really know much about him. So because the older one, he wasn't as good, or if not, it was a sim win. So
Yeah.
I'd say he's a free dub now. And then I love beating up on you, so hopefully I can beat my old shit again.
Oh
But
Lord.
I'm gonna say if I had to put money on it, I definitely would choose TBK. Just what I saw last two seasons, just how he plays. But if I was taking a little risk, then I'm gonna go with the New York Giants, baby.
Yeah. I think he's gonna have to have a Super Bowl hangover, right? After that loss. Like, oh my goodness.
You would
I don't
think.
know. If he goes
Um,
back to back, that's how you know he's there. But we'll find out though.
Yeah. So then that brings us to the West, which will wrap up this segment here. So we got the Rams, Chunky. We got JP with the Cards. The Seahawks is Sudi, who went 1-1. So that's good. So he did take a beating to Jern this week, but obviously started out with the win. So that's good. And then we got Frank B of the Niners, 0-1. Um, let's see. Who did I? I think I started with Slick last time. So Sib, who's taking this division? I mean, what do you think?
Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna take. Everybody probably is gonna pick JP, so I'm gonna go with my man Chunky. I feel like he can do it. I I feel like JP's just kind of lost his touch a little bit. I feel like Chunky would probably take over and take this division.
Ooh, a little hot take action from Sib there. What do you think, Slick?
I wanna have whatever Sib is having. It's JP. He wins it. It'll be competitive with Chunky though, but I think JP pulls it out at the end.
Yeah, I think
It wouldn't be fun if we all just picked the same person. I
it's
gotta go
true.
look different.
Yeah, you gotta mix it up sometimes. Yeah, I think JP wins it out. I'd like to see Chunky get in there and mix it up with JP. I don't know if they split last year or not, but I think he's got some work to do. But
He gets AD back, so I mean that he said that was one of the main reasons his team went down last year.
We
So
do
we'll
get to
see
play them
about
this
that.
year, KK, that division. So
we do.
yeah, we get
Get
to play this their division. So
nice.
see how that plays out on that one.
That'll be fun. I get to play JP again. We had a good tight game last time, so I just got to figure out how to win tight games. That's all I know. If I can win tight games, I'd be in a lot more playoffs. So that pretty much wraps everything up. The other thing that Slick and I were talking about was we're gonna go ahead and institute the mandatory stream rule. We already have it in the PS5 league, and most of you guys already play in the PS5, so it's kind of like there's no reason not to. And most everybody does stream, but that is going to be the one thing that I wanted to make sure we talked about was just having that stream rule in place. It brings something else to the league as far as having games to watch and be available. Plus, people can scout each other and get a little bit better at identifying stuff that people are, running offensively, so they can stop it. So um, we'll go ahead and start
And it
doing
helps
that.
us with any complaints you guys have. That way we're not going off. He said, he said type of deal.
Yeah, no doubt. Like that's easily one of the biggest reasons to have a stream in place because, and this has happened a couple times over the course of this year, where people have requested, said, hey, so and so was breaking this rule, this play calling rule, and I've gone through meticulously, I'll say, and time consuming because it's a pain in my ass, but
Hmm.
documenting every single play that somebody's done and ran and came to a conclusion. It's like, okay, well, clearly what you think is happening isn't happening, and so that's why the stream rule exists anyway. It's just like it just makes it easy for us, like Slick said, to review complaints, and there's no real arguing with what we can see. So let's get that going. Away team will stream, and that's pretty much it. So archive your streams. Also, that helps too, because
Yeah.
if we can't see it, then we can't help you. That's pretty much the end of that. So
Yeah, that's yeah.
anything else to offer, guys, before we sign off?
No, that should be it.
All right. Well, thanks for volunteering to jump on the stream, Sib. I know you've been trying to get on for a while, so uh, thanks
Yeah, I
for.
just wanted to
Yeah.
come here and brag about beating you. That's it.
I know, I know. Well, new season, I'm coming for you, and all I got to worry
Yeah, I'll
about
see you
is,
next week.
yeah, all I got to worry about is whether or not you actually play all your games or not. So, like, it's not really that big a
Hey,
deal.
I've
You
been
probably.
playing my game, so hey, and also I haven't been checking out whenever I get blown out. I actually try to come back, but it's too big of a comeback. So I'm not the greatest. So it's kind of hard, but I try though.
Yeah, you've been committed. I'll give you that. All right. Well, thanks for joining
That's what
us,
I like to
guys.
hear.
We're all done. We'll
All
see you
right, guys.
later.
Good luck.